Thank you. I chose a play tonight, not only because I'm a theater artist, but I think it was 1990, I took an adult acting class at PTE with Carol. Everyone in the class wanted to be an actor, except Carol was the writer who was researching the language of theater. Here's a scene from 13 Hands. It gave me pause, seeing Geraldine McMurtry sitting here in this chair. I found it upsetting. Well, that is, compared to the rest of us, she's very comfortable. That house and those pearls of hers, they were real pearls. That first night, she made Doris so nervous she was biting her nails. It was her manner of bidding, I think, not so much the pearls. Ruthie had always been a firm bidder, slow but decided, but here was Geraldine. She sort of tore into her bids, just ripped in. Sometimes she'd open with, say, 3 hearts. Sometimes, right into no trump. Just lunged, like she hadn't even taken the time to count her points, only in fact she had. She was much, much sharper than she'd let on the day I ran into her with Margot. She fooled us in a way. And I don't know how it happened, but we all kind of got reckless too. It changed us. Suddenly we were all playing these no-trump hands. But anyway, it was something to do on a Tuesday night. We got used to Geraldine. I suppose at first she was getting used to us. She hated being the dummy. She'd tap her fingernails on the edge of the table or pull at her knitting with a jerk. But she relaxed after a bit, and she could make us laugh. Margot especially. Oh, it was something to see. Margot going off in gales. It was a funny thing about Margot. In all those years, it was 43 years in all. We were young women when we started out, just newly married, all of us. In all that time, Margot's husband, Ronald thought she spent her each and every Tuesday night doing knitting for the Martha Circle. He was a Baptist, Ronald, all his life. No drinking, no dancing, no this, no that. We had a code word. I'd call up Margot and say, Martha Circle meeting at Doris's next Tuesday, or if something came up. Martha Circle canceled this week. Oh, she hated that when we had to cancel the circle that week. Oh, my, the Martha Circle. We used to say to her, tell him, face up to him, own up to it. But the thing was, she'd left it too late. It's one thing to face up to a young husband and get your way. A young girl can pretty well do anything she wants. It's something else to sneak around for 43 years and making up lies and excuses. The devil's eyelids. That's what Ronald called cards. He'd been brought up in a strict household. Well, we said to Margot, explain to him that there's just as much skill as chance involved. Maybe more, but she just shook her head. I think it made her ashamed, even though we made a joke about it. Who's going to cut the devil's eyelids? We'd say that. You'd think we'd get sick from laughing. Oh, we'd howl. After Margot was gone, about a year, Ronald asked me if I would do him the honor of being his wife. Well, I said, I'd have to think about that a bit. You'll have to give me some time, I said. He said, here we are, Clara. Here's the two of us. We've known each other for donkey's years. And now we're each of us left on our own. Your Arthur gone to his reward, and my poor Margot. You and I, we could be company for each other. And I said to Ronald, yes, that's true enough, but I needed some time to think about it. Well, I screwed up my nerve, and I went and asked Doris. What did she think? Luckily, it was one of her good days. I said, did she think Margot would have any objection if Ronald and I... And she said, Doris said, on the contrary, just the opposite, that Margot would have taken it as a compliment. Another thing Doris said was that Ronald Heatherling is a good-hearted man, and he's got the loveliest head of hair you've ever seen on someone that age. So I said to Ronald, yes, but on one condition, that on Tuesday nights I was occupied with Martha Circle. He gave me a look and cleared his throat. On Tuesday nights, he told me, he himself attends adult Bible class in the church basement. It's been going on for years and years, and they're still in the prophets. He goes out every Tuesday night. He stressed that particular point from 7 to 10 o'clock, and he wanted me to go on doing what I'd always been doing because it meant a great deal to me. He knew that. Thank you.